Controlled vocabularies are lists of accepted words or phrases that can be used in metadata. Probably the most well-known set of controlled vocabulary is the Library of Congress subject headings, which provide a list of standardized ways of describing what materials being cataloged are about. This can of course be difficult to apply to scores and recordings, especially of instrumental music, because they aren't about anything. The LC subject headings can be really imprecise and inconsistent for music because they sometimes use terms that describe the genre of the music, like ballets, or the medium of the performance, piano, or the format, excerpts or scores, and the same subject might be used with different additions to the string to describe both works about ballet music and scores or recordings. Because of these issues, the Library of Congress has also developed supplementary indexes that are better suited to the types of materials that don't really have this aboutness. These additional lists focus on the isness of the materials. That is, they describe what the material is rather than what it's about. For example, the genre form terms thesaurus lists standard terms for describing the genre or form of the materials at the work and expression level, meaning they aren't focused on the physical carrier but on the form of the information. For example, video recording might be included but not DVD. This kind of thesaurus will usually tell the cataloger what the standard term is and will also direct the user to possible broader or narrower terms or other related terms. The medium of performance thesaurus, which was only recently completed, gives the cataloger standardized forms to use to describe all the instruments, voice types, and ensembles that might be used in a score or recording. For example, here we see that the Appalachian dulcimer is the term we're instructed to use for the instrument that is also known as lap dulcimer, mountain dulcimer, and so on. If we want to move out to a broader term, we can use plucked string instrument or zither. The genre form terms and medium of performance terms are faceted vocabulary, which function differently than subject headings in the record. While subject terms are a string of terms that have a particular order, faceted vocabulary are entered independently of each other, allowing for a high degree of flexibility and precision. Similar to controlled vocabulary are name authorities. The Library of Congress name authority file contains authoritative data about all kinds of entities, including author or composer names and titles, and gives them an authorized form that helps to avoid confusing two people or works with the same names, and brings together works by people who are known by multiple names. When new authority files need to be created or altered, there's a network or funnel of music librarians known as the NACO, Name Authority Cooperative, Music Project, that handles that. There are a few other music-specific issues to be aware of related to name authorities, especially around titles. The use of a specific authorized or uniform or preferred title is especially important in music because the same work is often known by multiple names. For example, it might be published in different languages or with both a generic title and a nickname. But since the language only applies to the title, it makes little difference to a patron which version they see. Some works are also only known by a generic title, like Symphony No. 5, that could apply to many works by many different composers. So there's a higher need than in most other areas for disambiguation of different works and bringing together of different manifestations of one work. Uniform or preferred titles can be assigned to a work in cataloging to do this. Typically, they are comprised of either the distinctive title in its original or primary language, as in this example from the Brandenburg Concertos, or the Magic Flute. Or, if the work has a generic title, the uniform title will be the genre in plural, followed by details like medium of performance and opus number, in order to make it increasingly specific and disambiguate it from similar works.